Hello, and welcome to this express yoga flow for your hips. You don't need any props today, so when you're ready, start in a seated position. Draw the soles of your feet together and open your knees out wide. Feel free to slide your heels as close to your pelvis as you'd like. Lengthen your spine. Release your right hand beside your hip and inhale, reach your left arm high. Exhale, side bend and lean toward the right. Inhale, rise back up and reach both arms high. Exhale, turn your torso toward the right and release your right hand behind you. Rest your left hand on your right knee. Inhale, grow tall. Exhale, spin toward the right. Inhale, unwind your twist. Release your left arm down and reach your right arm high. Exhale, side bend and lean to the right this time. Inhale, rise back up and reach your arms high. Exhale, twist your torso toward the left. Release your left hand behind you and rest your right hand on your left knee. Inhale, grow tall. Exhale, spiral into your twist. Inhale, unwind and return to center. Exhale, fold forward over your legs. Lead forward with your chest to keep your spine lengthened as you fold. Inhale, rise back up. Exhale, release your hands behind you. Bend your knees and plant your feet on the floor about as wide as your mat, and slowly lower both knees over toward the right. Inhale, lift your knees back up. Exhale, release your knees down to the left. Inhale, lift your knees. Exhale, lower them to the right. Inhale, lift back up. Exhale, release to the left. Continue to move just like this, or option to lift your hands off the floor and lengthen your spine as you rotate in your hips to lower your knees from side to side in this 90-90 position. Recruit the strength of your core, especially if you lift your hands. 3-dimensionally course it in around your waistline and draw your navel in and up. Take one more turn to each side, and then lower your hands if they're lifted, cross your ankles, and roll forward onto all fours. Slowly sway your hips to the right and then to the left. Again, shift your hips over to the right and then back to the left, and slowly come back to neutral. Inhale, lift your right knee out toward the right, sweep your knee toward the back of your mat, down toward the floor, and then back open toward the right. Make wide circles with your knee to find the full rotation available at your hip. On your next breath, reverse directions with your circles. Move the opposite way. Inhale, straighten your knee and reach your right leg back. Exhale, bend and release your right knee down behind your left knee. Shift the weight of your hips back and down toward your heels. And then root against your palms to rise back up, unwind your legs, and return to tabletop. This time, lift your left knee open to the left side of your mat. Circle your knee down, back, and to the left, and continue to make wide circles from deep within your hip joint. On your next breath, reverse directions and circle 3 times this way. When you're finished, reach your left leg back behind you, and then bend and release your left knee behind your right. Shift your hips back toward your heels as you round your spine and fold. Inhale, root into your hands to rise back up and unwind your leg. Walk your hands forward slightly and tuck your toes. Exhale, shift your hips toward the sky into downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your heels. Exhale, send your hips to the right as you spin your toes to the left. Bend your knees deeply into crouching tiger. Inhale, rise back up, keep your heels lifted. Exhale, shift your hips to the left as you spin your toes to the right. Bend your knees deeply. Inhale, return to your neutral down dog and sweep your left leg high. Exhale, bend your knee and open your hip. Reach your left knee toward the sky and draw your heel toward your right sitting bone. Root down evenly into both hands. Inhale, straighten your leg, square your hips, and step your left foot forward next to your left thumb. Exhale, lower your right knee and untuck your toes. Inhale, rise to your fingertips and lengthen your spine. Exhale, sink your hips low. Maybe you'd like to gently sway from side to side to release any tension areas in your hips. On your next breath, slowly press one hand at a time into your front thigh. Root your hands against your leg to lift your spine higher. Inhale, reach your right arm high and release your left hand or forearm onto your left thigh. Exhale, side bend and lean your torso toward the left. Keep the weight of your hips relaxing downward toward the floor. Inhale, slowly rise back up, and exhale, release your hands down to the inside of your front foot. Heel ball toe your left foot out toward the left. If it feels nice, gently sway your hips as you sink them downward and lengthen your spine. Option to stay as you are, or option to lower your forearms down to the floor while maintaining length in your back body. If you lower, gently rise back up onto your palms and roll to the pinky side of your left foot. Open your knee out wide. Draw your left hand to your left thigh and apply a little bit of outward pressure as you twist toward the left. Option to stay here, or option to release your left hand down, tuck your right toes under and lift your right knee. Roll to the pinky side of your right foot and turn your torso toward the left as you sink your hips. Option to reach your left arm toward the back of your mat. Wherever you are, unwind your twist and lift your right knee. Slowly walk your hands over toward the right side of your mat and pivot your feet to point your right toes toward the back corner of your mat and lift your left toes toward the sky. Bend your right knee deeply and sink low into a side lunge squat. Option to draw your hands to meet in front of your heart as you turn your chest toward the left. Slowly release your hands down if they're lifted and pivot on your feet to turn to face the back of your mat. Plant your hands to frame your right foot and then step back into downward facing dog. Pause for a moment to really elongate your spine and draw your awareness to your breath. On your next inhale, reach your right leg high. Exhale, bend your knee and open your hip. Reach your right knee toward the sky and draw your heel toward your left sitting bone. Equalize your weight in your hands. Inhale, straighten your leg, square your hips. Exhale, step your foot forward and place it next to your right thumb. Lower your left knee down and untuck your toes. Inhale, rise to your fingertips, lengthen your back body. Exhale, soften your hips downward. Option to gently sway your hips from side to side to help release any lingering tension. On your next breath, press one hand at a time into your front thigh and root down against your hands to lift your spine. Inhale, reach your left arm high and release your right hand or forearm onto your front thigh. Exhale, side bend and lean toward the right. Soften your hips downward. Inhale, slowly rise back up and release your hands to the inside of your front foot. Slide your right foot toward the right side of your mat and rise to your fingertips. Option to gently sway your hips from side to side. Option to stay as you are, or to lower your palms or your forearms down to the floor. Wherever you are, lengthen your spine and melt your hips downward. If you lowered, rise back up onto your palms and roll to the pinky side of your right foot. Open your knee out wide. Gently press your right hand into your thigh as you spin your torso toward the right. Option to stay as you are, or option to unwind your twist and lower your right hand. Tuck your left toes under and float your left knee off the floor. Roll to the pinky side of your left foot and sink the weight of your hips downward as you spin open toward the right. Option to reach your right arm toward the new back of your mat. Soften into your breath as you soften into your hips. Wherever you are, slowly unwind your twist and lift your left knee. Walk your hands toward the left side of your mat as you pivot on your feet. Turn your left toes to face the top corner of your mat and lift your right toes toward the sky. Bend your left knee deeply and sink down low into your side lunging squat. Option to draw your hands to meet at your heart as you turn your upper body toward the right. Release your hands if they're lifted and unwind. Turn to face the top of your mat, plant your palms, and step your left foot back into down dog. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, release your right knee to the outside of your right wrist. Wiggle your ankle toward your left wrist and slide your left foot down the mat to release your hips and your knee downward. Inhale, rise to your fingertips and lengthen your spine. Option to stay here, or option to exhale and fold forward over your front leg. Energetically draw your knees toward each other to turn your pelvis to face forward toward the top of your mat. Let your hips soften as you deepen your breath. If you folded, slowly rise back up. Plant your palms. Tuck your back toes and lift your hips up and back to down dog. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, release your left knee just outside of your left wrist and wiggle your ankle toward your right wrist. Soften your back knee down and lower your hips. Inhale, rise to your fingertips and grow tall through your spine. Option to stay here, or option to exhale and fold forward over your front leg. Energetically squeeze your knees toward each other. Turn your pelvis to face forward and try to level your hips. As much as you can, soften your whole body and deepen your breath. If you folded, slowly rise back up. Release your weight into your left hip and swing your right leg around in front. Come to a comfortable cross-legged position. Root down into your sitting bones and lift the crown of your head toward the sky. Option to soften your gaze or close your eyes and draw your awareness within. Pay attention to the slow rhythm of your breath. Mindfully draw your palms to meet in front of your heart. Take a deep inhale with humility, and exhale, bow your head forward in deep gratitude. Give thanks for your practice and your energy. See you next time. If you'd like to see more classes like this, please be sure to like this video, leave a comment, share this video with a friend or family member, and subscribe.